Hello, 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 my darlings. Thank you for joining me on A Slice of Life, A Slice of Life. I pray you had a wonderful resurrection weekend. And this week is a lot of spring break. So be careful out there on spring break. So I was out and about on 404 weekend in Atlanta. I hope you all had a great time. Unfortunately, we did have some loss of life, and my heart and condolences goes out to those families. But those of you who were at those events where they actually had fun, some of you this morning may be saying your body will tell the truth. Your body will tell the truth. Ask me. The first time, your body will tell the truth. When you lied, your body will say, no, I'm not going to lie to you. You can lie to them, but I'm not going to lie to you. Your body will tell the truth, even when you don't. Do I have a witness? Yes, I do. Even when you try to ignore it, push past it, pretend everything is fine, that little ache would just say, I'm not going anywhere. I'm right here. And some of y'all after 404 weekend, y'all got some aches and pains and some things going on. Your body will tell the truth even when you try to ignore it, push past it, pretend everything is fine. The body is going to say, oh, wait a minute. This is about to go out. I can't have this go out. I wasn't paying attention. Sorry about that. Let me stop right now and plug in. Okay. All right. We're good now. All right. So now, when you were younger, we could push through anything. Remember, you could stay up. Now, I do pretty good. I do pretty good on this, but that's because I napped during the day. But I'm going to go ahead and say what I got here. When you could push through no sleep, I heard people would stay out all night and go to work almost in the same clothes, have a shirt in the car or blouse in the car. I never could do that. But I don't know how we stayed out, went to the club, did this and that, and was up taking some child to school at 8 o'clock in the morning and still getting to work on time. Ooh, what kind of bodies were those? Oh, I need some of that body energy back right now. But I do stay on my black seed oil tea. I have talked to you all about black seed oil tea. I think Dr. DeWanda Farmer. Where are you, Dr. DeWanda Farmer? Where are you, girl? Are you in Belize? I know you somewhere in the world, not necessarily in Atlanta, because I can understand that, or in the United States. I definitely can understand that. But it was Dr. DeWanda Farmer who asked me, do you know anything about black seed oil? And I said, no. And she bought $100 bottle and sent it to me. And then I found out about the black seed oil tea. And I'm very sure, besides it not being God's times, all of that has helped me stay here. And if I were you, I would find me something to be on. I recommend to people black seed oil tea and graviola tea. That's what I recommend, because no sleep. That's how we used to be able to stay up with no sleep. And whatever stress was going on, I guess stress. We had stress. We had the stress of raising up somebody. We had the stress of getting to work on time. We had the stress of not being out in the club that was crazy. See, we didn't have, y'all got different kind of clubs. We had a different set. We had Mr. B's. I don't know any occasion, I have to research it, but I don't know any occasion where there was a gunfight, any shooting, any killing, anything happened in the parking lot. I don't know any occasion. We just liked each other. We didn't want to kill anybody. We didn't want to shoot anybody. I don't know, but anyway, when we were younger, we could push through anything. So we pushed through no sleep, stress, bad decisions. I'm going to ask a rhetorical question at this point. Don't answer it. When you were younger, did you make any bad decisions? I know nobody wants to raise their hand. All you little perfect people on the other side of the screen. You didn't make any mistakes because you're talking to your older kids now. Like you didn't do some of that. Like you didn't mess up. Like you didn't say the wrong thing. Like you didn't make any bad decisions. We all did. That's life. That's why we have the experience now. That's why we can look at it and say, But we also need to admit, we did make some mistakes. And we could work. Listen, I work for Delta Airlines. I retired from Delta Airlines during the time when I was an agent, PSA. Matter of fact, I retired from the training department. I did. And I wrote the PSA book. I did. Anyway, we were, what was it, 6 on, 3 off, 7 on, 2 off. How did your body do that? Now they sit down. Nobody sat down. You stood the whole time. How do we do? Oh my God. I don't know. We just somehow we kept going. Somehow we all kept going. We kept going, kept moving, kept doing, kept this, kept that, shopping, washing clothes, taking care of the home, getting ready. It wasn't hair, nails, and wasn't hair and nails back then. I mean, people had hair and nails, but it wasn't like it is, and eyelashes. But we had enough to get ready for. But we kept going. We didn't listen to our bodies then, because it like a little ache, it's okay, because we didn't have to really listen because there wasn't a whole lot. How did the body just say, just one day, remember the first day, your body said no. And you were like, what? What do you mean no? The first time your body says no, you're like, what? You saying no? And the body's saying, yes, I'm saying no. I've been doing this for 45 years. I don't want to do it today. I've been doing this for 55 years. I don't want to do it today. I've been doing this for 62 years. I don't want to do it today. And you stop and recognize and realize that you're 60. The day you heard the word 60, like I remember the day I heard 50, just one day I was like, 50? 50? 50 didn't sound like 40. 40 was bad enough, but 50? Wow, I remember one day I was at work, I was like, dang, 50? But then I only knew I had 2 more years I would be retiring, because I was retired at 52, come hell or high water. So I knew my daughter was out of college, baby, I was out. But 50, then I said, dang, that's a half 100. So then when you get 60, the thing about it though, we're looking good at 60. We're feeling good at 60 too. We're looking good, feeling good, and smelling good at 60 and 70 and even 80. I'm just saying. Anyway, but now there's been a shift. Your body, it doesn't whisper. It used to whisper, I don't feel well. Shh, shh, I don't feel well today. I don't want to do that today. Now it doesn't whisper. It cries out. Matter of fact, it just slows down. It just shuts you down. Period. It doesn't wait for you to make the decision. Your body makes the decision for you. So, fool, we're not doing that today. Period. I'm not working. Sometimes it aches. Sometimes it slows you down. Sometimes it says, sit down, rest, and pay attention. I told you all sometimes the body would say, sit down. Do you remember your mom? No, you all. I don't know who's watching on the other side of the screen, but there's a group of you who heard this. Go in there and sit down. Your black mamas, man, they said the same thing. They went to the same school, north, south, east, and west. They went to the same school. Take your behind in there and sit down. That meant go sit down. Not that didn't mean anything but go sit down. You think about that. Well, sit down where? Do what? Just go sit down. So your body says, sit down. It also says rest. Now I know when I need to rest. I do know. I fight it though. I just fight it like a baby. And now I take more naps. You take more naps? Oh, you take more naps. But they call them power naps. You know how they dressed it up back in the Cosmopolitan magazine days. Now it would be in the Atlanta magazine days or Essence magazine days, when they would say, rest tranquille. And then pay attention. Pay attention to your body. Pay attention to those things to make sure something else isn't going on, because you can catch illnesses earlier, or earlier detection when you pay attention to things that are not going well in your body. Doesn't look right, feel right, smell right, whatever. You go, Your body carries stress. You know, they tell the cancer patients, cancer people are not supposed to be stressful. I, I'm doing well to be here because this is a stress life, is what? A very stressed life. However, I take as many, not try, I take as much as I can in terms of supplements to help me with my stress life. And that I'm grateful that I'm still here. And also grief. We're grieving in America right now. America is grieving. You can feel it in the air. You can smell it. Like you can smell rain. You can smell the grief. You can smell the grief that's going on. I think Easter Sunday or Resurrection Sunday, I think the world was just jolted. If not the world, Black America, I know, said, what? We were glad that they found the person that was shot down over in Iran. So happy they're able to get him out. The language that came with that, it just telepathically went across America, Black America, especially on Resurrection Sunday. Anyway, the truth is, if we're not honest, it's just not physical stuff. It's just unspoken words, it's grief, it's unresolved moments. We have a plethora of unresolved moments floating through the air in America right now, just floating in the atmosphere. God, it's amazing that any of us are still here in our right minds. Thank God, I thank God for a slice of life, because it gives me an opportunity to talk to somebody on the other side of the screen that said, come on, stay on your path. Don't get off on what they're doing. Stay on what you're doing. Line up your goals. Stay on your path. Stay on your journey. You see, because time, nothing has changed. You know, you got to get through it. You got to get through it, and you got to get through it being a whole person, your whole family. And so we got to pray. Prayer changes things. I believe that. We're going to pray our way through this whole thing. We did before, didn't we? During COVID, during all that president and COVID, a lot of prayers brought us through. And we, let's get back on the praying field, because that battlefield ain't working. But that praying field works every time. If somebody on the other side of the screen knows what I mean by prayer. When you didn't say what you held in, what you carried alone. Yeah, we carry a lot. I carried a lot. I know I said, I think someone told me there is some research on, I carried so much that I got breast cancer my first cancer. I had 3. I carried so much. You cannot carry. You have to fulfill those things. If you know you're supposed to be doing something, if people don't want to do it with you, you're going to get disappointed. Oh, baby, you're going to get disappointed by people, family, friends. They are going to disappoint you. But you have got to still stay on your journey and say, okay, I made a mistake. Let me try to fix it. I'm sorry, Lord God. Let me get in here and do it the way you told me to do it. You know, just do it. I take stuff will show up. It'll show up in your skin. It'll show up in just all kind of ways. You don't want all that stress and all that, what you shoulda, coulda, woulda done, show up like that. You gotta have prayer. There comes a moment when you realize, you just can't keep ignoring some of the things that's happening to your body, some of the stress that's happening with you. You can't keep ignoring that. You gotta face that. You got to listen to your body. You got to listen to your heart, listen to your soul. You got to listen. Or you just be miserable. You find yourself drinking more and more, smoking weed more and more, doing things to your body more and more, instead of saying, I don't care if I only got one more week, I am going to enjoy that 1 week. And I'm going to enjoy that week doing what I know I'm supposed to do that's going to make me feel better about myself, my life, and the person I want to be with. I got 1 week. So I'm going to take that week. It's worth everything. I'm going to take that. You got to do that for yourself. Or you're going to be miserable the whole rest of your life. And you're going to have some regrets. Anyway, and sometimes your body says it real clear. Oh, sometimes your body will say you're not 25 anymore. Now I have a friend who says, and I do it, you've heard me say this. When I want to get something done, I'll say, Georgianne, you're 16. And come on, let's go. And my body will kick in the 16. It will kick in. When I'm trying to reach for something, get something, stand on something, pull something, make something happen, move in a certain way, I would say, Georgianne, you're 16. But you have to say it and move at the same time. Now, I'm not going to do something stupid like go up a ladder that's raggedy. I'm not going to do that. But it gives you that when you're trying to reach for something. I can thank Debbie Dorsey, the late Debbie Dorsey. I went to her house and she had 2 back scratches before she passed away. And she said, take one. I said, I don't know. She said, take it. She said, it'll come a time when the back scratcher will be the extension of your arm. Babe, you ought to see me grabbing for my back scratcher that'll grab onto a hook of a bag that'll pull it to me. Debbie knew before I knew. I'm just saying that sometimes your body will say real clearly to you, you're not 25. But then when you need to do something, you need to say it. You need to say it and move at the same time. You need to say, you got to walk somewhere. You know you got to make that walk. You got to make that walk. And when you know you got to make that walk, you say, I'm 25. I'm 16. Let's go. And your body will start moving. You just go, it's not aching, nothing. I got to go. And then somebody will say, how'd you get... Now, when you maybe have to get a ride back, but you got to go. It's this. Ow, I haven't done this in a long time. This controls all of this. That's the truth. This does. It controls all of this. Everything. So, it says you're not 25. And then you say back, I heard you. When the body says, and you say, okay, I got it. Okay. All right. Whew. I think I would love to go to the gym. I've been promising going to the gym. I just don't have time to get from in front of the computer or get out the house. By the time I need the midnight gym, then I can't drive at night. I don't like to drive at night anyway, so there you go. I think I would like a gym. Maybe I would like a house with a gym in it. Yeah, maybe so. Maybe a house with a gym in it. I have this dream house with all my stuff everywhere where I can see it. And a great big closet I can just walk around in, and all my things that I like just hanging out where I can look at it. And I can go and say, oh, I want to put this on today. I do that though. I just can't find anything. But just a feeling of just enjoying looking at your stuff. It's all, nobody like it but you. They're going to throw it away when you're gone, but you can look at it and enjoy it. Do what makes you happy. You don't have long. None of us do. It's part of the healing. I think this is part of healing. When you listen to your body and you enjoy the things in your house and taking care of yourself. And make sure you get all the things you want. Like I'll spend a day or a time and say, this is what I'm doing today. And it's all for me. I'm not doing anything. I'm eating me something I really like. Oh, what about Lent? Oh, my Lent. I'm so glad. So you want to know what I gave up? I ain't going to tell you. Well, I'm going to tell you because I talked about it all the time. Ice cream. Once a week I had it. I had ice cream. I'm going here to get me some ice cream. I love ice cream. Oh, I do love ice cream. Okay, so anyway, let me move on. Because your body is not working against, it's working for you. Don't work against your body. If your body said, take your behind in there and take a nap, put the stuff down. close the computer, and go in there and take a nap. Now, I like to nap in a chair. And I don't have that thing in my house that I would like, a chaise lounge. I think I like that. Oh no, one of those chairs that go up and down. You know, where you stretch, ding, ding, and then the legs come up and the thing goes back. I want a gray big one that you snuggle in. And then you get a throw. I want Felicia Dietrich. Happy birthday, Felicia, to make me something fancy with something on that. Let's throw it. Not that I don't have anything fancy, but I want Felicia to make me something fancy. You just throw over, you just nap. You know, have something on, just nap. It's nothing like a nap. Then you wake up and you're ready to go. People say, Georgianne, how you get so much stuff done? Because I nap. I've listened to this body for 83 years. It will be 84 years old, God willing, August 2nd. So I listened to old girl. Old girl said, I don't feel like it. I wake up with aches and pains. I said, oh, how you going to be with somebody and you waking up aching? People ain't waking up aching unless you with somebody in the aching age. That's why you build your own age group. He aching and you aching. That's how you wake up. Ooh, we aching. But anyway, you just got to have somebody just with you that understands the aches. Because sometimes it just aches. Oh, my God. But then I get all right. You know why? Because I remember the infusion chemo and the medicine that came after the infusion chemo and the pain that was associated with that medicine. And I remember telling the doctor I couldn't do it, and he said, he didn't tell me that my bones were going to ache like that. The byproduct was an aching bones. You have not cried like I cried. You have not moaned like I moaned. You haven't felt pain like that, like the pain I felt. And when I think about that pain, then I say, this ain't nothing, Georgianne. I think about these pains, then I compare it to that pain. And then I say, oh no, I can take this. You see, you have to talk to yourself. You have to talk to yourself and make myself able to take it. And with that, I just shake it off. Because I remember that pain. Nobody knew that pain. Anyway, your body will tell the truth even when you don't. The stress, the silence, the things I never said. I just ate that. I never said it. I never told anybody. But the question is, are you listening to your body? You better listen to it. Look around it. See what's going on with it. But enjoy also. Don't throw your hands in the air. Say, ooh, it's aching. Go get you some cream. Let the cream come every month if that's the kind that makes sense. Like that pain at the bottom of my feet, baby. Sometimes my family just hear me aching. I say, it's painful today. It's painful. But it don't stop me from putting on my shoes, putting on my clothes, putting on my cologne. Look good, feel good, smell good. I love you. And you can't do anything about it.